Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about a fragrance by the house of Lancôme. So everyone's very familiar with this house, Trésor, La Vie Belle. The fragrance that we're going to talk about today is one of their limited or more exclusive type of fragrances, and this one is going to be Oud Bouquet. This is the packaging that it originally launched in. I've had this for quite some time. The juice is that color when you buy it. So these fragrances retail for $209 as of now. With all the price increases, that might change. And like I said, this is their luxe range for the actual brand. This brand's not niche, and it's not indie. It is, to me, I would consider it in the realm of designer, because it's at designer prices and it's really accessible at all department stores, as there's probably a Lancôme counter at every single Macy's and Dillard's and Nordstrom out there in the planet. Now, this line will not be available at all of the stores, but it is one of those lines that you can order on Lancôme's website. And this one, like I said, is Oud Bouquet. Packaging's okay. Packaging's nothing special to write home about. Lancôme typically tends to have kind of tacky packaging, if you ask me. So their parent company is L'Oreal Luxe. And not to be mean, but you can tell that L'Oreal is a parent company for this. Versus other brands like Giorgio Armani, you can't tell that L'Oreal is a parent company of manufacturing the cosmetics range, but with Lancôme you can. So upon first spray, this fragrance is going to be deep, it's going to be warm, it's going to be very, very big. For me, as a summer, or not a summer fragrance, but as a winter fragrance. It's definitely a winter fragrance. It's an autumn fragrance. It has your ouds, but this is a deep, very, I would say it's a Western oud still. It's not going to be like your Middle East full gaiac and wood experience, because this one does have gaiac wood inside of it. But it is going to be definitely one of those fragrances that has a Western resemblance, but it's minute. It's going to have your rosy notes, it's going to have your sandalwood notes, it's going to have your vanilla in here. It's going to have a lot of things that make this an oud, but make this an a deep floral gourmand oud, if that makes any sense. It's definitely mysterious. It's definitely, you know, captivating, but it is one of those fragrances that can be heavy for most people and may go old. For the fragrance, like I said, it might read to you as very luxurious, very warm, very opulent, but at the same time, it's going to be one of those fragrances that a lot of people are going to be like, it smells like grandma. It doesn't, but, you know, people tend to pair heavy fragrances with an older generation, which is kind of a shame, because I think fragrances, as you train your nose, the heavier the scent, the more intriguing it is, and the more mysterious it makes you appear to other people, and the more confident it makes you appear as well. Versus a light cherry fragrance, you know, cherry blossom to the store. So yeah, I mean, it does take a certain type of person to wear this fragrance, but I definitely say that it's one of those fragrances that I could see someone that's very, very elegant and refined wearing this fragrance. Would I say that it's worth a $209? Yes, because you're getting quite a bit of juice in here. And let me tell you that this stuff is potent. This is like full on, will last you like 3-4 years. I got this when I worked for Christian Dior Parfums. And I remember the Lancôme girl approached me and said, "Hey, I know you're a fragrance lover." And trust me, I used to like go to every single department store, and whatever fragrance brand they had that was new, I would go and spray it and smell it and buy something. That's probably my downfall. But she came over and she let me smell this one, and to me, this one very much reminds me of what a Bond Number 9 fragrance would smell like. And this fragrance reminds me of the Bond Number 9 Arabian collection, so the oud collections that they came out with. It also reminds me of like a signature scent by Bond Number 9, which is another oud fragrance that they did launch. So it does have a lot of resemblance to Bond Number 9 fragrances, but at the same time, I do feel like it has its own unique quality. It's definitely one of those that I would recommend. I would definitely recommend smelling it first, though. I would not recommend going out there to blind buy it, because if you're not big into vanillic, oudy, woody experiences with a little bit of a floral note in there, I would definitely steer clear away from this guy. It is, like I said, very much an opulent scent, and I would recommend it if you are trying to impress someone. It's not going to be too hot or humid. I would definitely recommend wearing Oud Bouquet. When it comes to if it's feminine or masculine, typically I would say it's on the feminine side because it is Lancôme. I know it was more designed towards the women's, female market, but I would definitely say that a guy can wear this one. The oud in here is not animalic. It's, like I said, a Western oud. Rose is very heavy. It's a very heavy, creamy rose. The sandalwood makes it even creamier on top of it, and then you're adding vanilla, which is making this into like a very creamy fragrance. It's not sharp. It's not animalic, and it's not rough around the edges. It's definitely one of those that I would say is wearable, but it's definitely one of those that you would want to wear once, once a week, if that, because it's quite heavy. It's a heavy fragrance, so it's going to last quite a bit. One spray that I did two on this card, definitely is one of those that is going to invade the room for the next couple of days. So it is one of those kind of like the Montal fragrances that you would want to spray once or twice if you're brave, because it is one of those that'll last for a long time. That's why I say if you are into oud fragrances like this, that are warm, that are gourmand, that are floral, I would definitely go for this guy, but I would also steer clear of spraying too much, because this is going to last you like 5 years, and that's, using it consistently, I would say, because it's one of those that you would not want to use consistently, because it reads special occasion. It reads, more of a dress up formal occasion. So what do I say? Do I recommend this? Absolutely. I think that if you are an oud lover and you love oud fragrances, this is a terrific scent to go for. It does, fit kind of universally as a unisex fragrance. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to click a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.